Hi, then we're back here again at the Institute for Culinary Arts, where we're just having a real corny day.
It is pretty corny.
And we finished up the mayonnaise for our grilled corn here.
Yep. This is the mayonnaise here.
It's beautiful.
Yep. We put a little bit of seasonings in there. So we put some ancho chili powder, cumin, and a little bit of cayenne pepper in there. With and we used lime juice instead of lemon juice. So to give it a little bit of a different dimension.
And so making mayonnaise takes like a little while, but like as long as you kind of got all your ingredients, like it'll come together real good.
And so this is to be served with our grilled corn.
Beautiful. So if you wanted to, you can just squeeze bottle that and just drizzle it right on top and just have like a whole spread of just crazy grilled corn and deliciousness.
Yes, good stuff.
Oh, that looks good. It looks delicious.
And we still want to serve this on the side here.
Beautiful. Awesome.
So I hear you're going to make us some popcorn.
Yes! I love popcorn. Most people hear popcorn and think like, oh, we're going to a theater or something. But no, like you can make popcorn quite savory and quite just flavor explosion craziness. It just says pop, you know? It just goes crazy.
With a pop.
Yeah. So we're going to do a buttered popcorn.
Sounds great.
But not any kind of butter.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah. Mad scientist light up here going on.
I know, I see lots of ingredients here, so this is going to be interesting.
It's going to be real good. So we got some Spanish chorizo, kind of spicy dried pork sausage.
Cool.
Pop those in there. You pop them in there.
Pop. We're going to hear this up. Well, we have. It's all three.
Yeah. Then we're going to add some butter. Just a bit, a couple of bits in a dash. Just, I don't know, popcorn needs butter.
It does have to have butter.
They're really good friends. So basically just gonna kind of cook that chorizo and the butter together and try and get as much chorizo flavor into the butter as possible.
Okay.
I'm gonna throw a couple of garlic cloves in there. I'm just gonna smash them and leave them whole. Just a little crack to kind of open them up. And then just gonna leave them whole because I just want to get the flavor out, but I don't really want any pieces in there.
Okay, so just give them a quick smash, throw them in there.
Yep, and then just gonna sit in there and just steep and do all sorts of wonderful things. I'm gonna cut a little piece of lime, just a little piece, and just kind of let that steep in there as well. Just kind of get as much flavor into that butter as possible.
It's gonna be really good
butter. It's gonna be so rich. Tiny bit of cumin, a little bit of cayenne, a tiny bit of ancho powder, like just a tiny little bit in there because you're still going to season some directly on the popcorn as well. So then basically just going to let this sit and steep and just get super crazy.
Sure, just develop flavors and kind of everything come out.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. So you can do the same with bacon and all sorts of stuff too. It'll get real wicked good. All right, perfect. So then we got another pan here. So I just a regular pan with a regular pan on top.
Gotcha.
If you have a bowl or something that fits on top as well, just something so that popcorn doesn't land on the hood or in your neighbor's yard, like because you don't want to popcorn in your neighbor's yard. That would be bad.
And we don't have one of those old school poppers, like the air poppers. You know what I mean?
I think it's just better in a pan with the oil and like it's.
Yes.
I don't know, and it just sounds awesome.
Oh yeah, it's gonna get loud here in a minute.
It's popping crazy. So high heat oil, using like a peanut oil or corn oil or something like that works out good. You don't need a crazy amount, just enough to kind of grease up the bottom a little bit. And then we're gonna add our corn. Don't add too much because you'd be amazed how much it expands. It doesn't have room to expand, like it's just not gonna pop.
Sure.
So it's gonna cover the bottom plus a little bit more. I heated up this pan a little bit, so it's gonna start popping pretty soon. And you wanna just kind of keep
moving it around so that way it doesn't burn on the bottom and gets hot enough to where it starts to pop.
And they're just going to pop nice and evenly. Basically, you're just going to get a little jiggy with it, basically.
And this is a different corn. You can't just take corn off the cob and pop it and dry it, by the way. It's a special kind of corn. It's popping corn. There's different qualities. They have white popping corn. They have yellow popping corn. And we decided we're using a yellow today.
When I first saw, like, because, you know, we don't have too many options of corn or whatever. So when I got here and saw, like, I got like blue popping corn. I was so excited. I was crazy. But then by the time you pop it, it's all white. Because like on the inside, everybody's the same. So I was hoping it was going to look like just all sorts of crazy.
It's like this would be a blue corn.
Yeah,
that would be cool if it did look like that.
And it was just all white.
So basically, it's the hole that was blue. That
exactly,
was it.
Exactly. No, but like the reason like how they pop is that they're just like perfectly encapsulated.
Gotcha.
So once you start getting heat to it, like it's going to build up pressure, and then they just kind of
like pop open.
They just do a little flip. It's like super magic. All right, so you got some cheese and some shenanigans here.
Yep. So basically, after the corn is popped, we're gonna put it in this here little bowl, and we're gonna add a few other little flavors to it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a little bit of zest in there too, and when he adds everything to it, we'll just toss it all the same. So it'll be just fine.
Beautiful.
So basically, I'm going to add a little bit of lime zest to it.
Zest really just makes everything taste better.
It is. Well, why not? I mean, we're using the inside of juice of it, so we may as well add a little bit of the zest to it. And then we're also going to microplane a little bit of Parmigiano Reggiano.
Beautiful.
This is good stuff. Whatever you may have at home too, it'll work. But this is like a nice semi-hard.
Because you can use like a manchego and do all sorts of stuff too.
Yeah, like a semi-hard to hardened cheeses are good.
Yeah.
I mean, if you did something like cheddar or something like that, you might have a really rough time because it's just gonna make big clunks.
Yeah.
And it probably won't melt very well. It'll separate.
Hey, get started.
There you go.
I just love popping popcorn. Like it's just awesome. Then you got some. Is that parsley you got in there?
Yep, we got some fresh parsley also.
Beautiful.
Which we're gonna add to it as well.
So this is not your regular popcorn.
No, it's not. This is more of a gourmet style. And then we even have some special stuff right here, which we can add toward the end.
Oh, that's.
And so basically we have a little white truffle oil, white truffle, and it has a unique smell and a unique taste. It's not the oil, but the truffle itself is the most expensive food in the world. Not the most expensive spice. That would be saffron.
Yeah.
But the white truffle is more expensive than the black. Also, it has much more aroma to it. It smells really good. But this is just the oil, so it's a little bit more. It's a lot more inexpensive than putting real truffles. And that'd be a whole other level if we went that direction.
Oh yeah, we couldn't afford that. Like that's
extremely expensive.
It's extremely expensive. But maybe next season we should try and just.
We could try that.
Yeah,
try sneaking that one some truffles.
The worst I can say is no. Might as well give it a whirl. All right, so I think we got our corn is nice and poppy.
It is.
So I'm just gonna pour that right on top.
Woo! We're gonna give this a toss here.
And then we got our wonderful little seasoning. So I'm gonna just I'm gonna poke the garlic and get rid of those. Get out of there, little garlic. And we'll get our lime out of there. And I'm just going to squeeze the juices in there.
Yep.
And then we just...
Go for it.
We'll just
simultaneously add these here.
We'll just pour it all on there.
Give it a good toss.
Oh, that smells incredible.
This is your typical non-fat popcorn that you eat.
This is your non-typical going to the theater. This is like, I don't want to move for the rest of the evening kind of popcorn.
Right. Well, you know what I forgot? I forgot to put salt in there.
Oh, yeah.
And so I don't want you to forget that.
Yeah, like...
You gotta have salt in there.
Yeah, popcorn needs salt.
It does. It's gonna take a lot of salt.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
So here we go. We got some popcorn here.
So it's chorizo, there's popcorn, there's truffles, there's cheese, there's herbs, there's craziness.
All kinds of good stuff in there. We'll do a little more cheese on top.
Oh, this is filthy. This is filthy.
There we go.
This is
now we made a big old mess. We can
eat it.
Yeah, it's great.
We got the worst problems in the world. Like, oh, we gotta eat popcorn again. It's wonderful. So there's 3 super easy corn recipes of kind of different kinds. Yep. And I would eat all of them gone real fast because they're going to be delicious. So thank you guys for watching. Be sure to check out our website. Check out our recipes and all that fun deliciousness.
Some popcorn.
I'm going to be eating those later.
Popcorn.
I love popcorn. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you, Colin, for dancing around and having a wonderful kind of corny kind of day.
Yep, thanks for having us.
So thank you guys for watching, and stay tuned for future episodes. Thank you.
See you soon.